Welcome to Red V TV as we continue our build up to the 2023 Super League season. And we're getting in to the 1 to 17 now. And with 17 days to go, it is the turn of our number 17. And I'm not going to say it 17 times because Kev is going to tell us who our number 17 is, aren't you, Kevin? It is.
I am. It's a man whose hurt I am very jealous of. It's Agnatius Paasi. And Iggy is proudly sponsored by Heating Now Supplies.
Heating Now Supplies, Kevin, are getting greedy.
Why?
Not content with sponsoring Wesley Bruins, they are sponsoring Iggy Paasi as well. And they just want a second helping of the Red V goodness. As we tell you, they are once again an independent plumbing and heating merchant, supplying to both the trade and public in St Helens and the surrounding areas. They supply quality products with good old-fashioned personal service, and they pride themselves on being able to give you the products you want when you need them. Their knowledgeable and friendly staff are on hand to give help and advice if you need it, and they stock hundreds of boiler and heating spares, including cooker parts, plus all bathrooms and general plumbing supplies. So whether you are buying a tap, washer, bathroom suite, or a complete heating system, they are there to help. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time for another episode of Red V TV.
Hey, good on him. Good on him for getting behind the lads.
Yeah.
And well done. It didn't at all look like you were just making your phone or iPad or whatever come back on because it had taken you longer than 15 seconds to read all that out.
Hey, listen, sponsoring players works, Kev, because straight away when I seen them, I said they sponsor another player because they are based on Challen Way East.
Yes.
Just near, closest to the ground as possible, see?
Yeah. And very good. As I say, good on him. Good on him for getting behind the lads. And that's it. Hopefully, we'll hear their name around the stadium if Iggy goes over for a couple of tries this year.
To be fair, I think Iggy's a bit disappointed that he's not sponsored by L'Oreal, looking at that here.
Oh, he's worth it, isn't he?
Oh,
he is worth it.
He looks like an absolute dreamboat.
He does, doesn't he? I'm so jealous of that hair. I am so jealous of that hair.
We've not had hair like his since. Who's the guy we signed from London? And not Louis. No, not Louis.
Tilve.
Yes. The best hair since him. And he had the best hair since Freddie Tuolangi as well.
Yeah, fair enough.
That looks like a Freddie wig, doesn't it? Remember when they should sell them in the club shop, Iggy wigs? They must, listen, I've seen some of the stuff that gets dragged out for them Saint sales. there must be a bin bag full of Freddie wigs lurking in a basement somewhere. Give us what we want, Saints.
It'll be next to the Micron videos.
What do you say about Iggy Paasi? 29 appearances in 2022. Pretty much not far off being ever present.
Same again, please, Iggy. That's what I say about that. Listen, start a couple of games, come off the bench and impact a couple of games. Just do exactly what you were doing last year. I think that's it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe again, and that'll do us. Because that's what I want to see from him. That's it. That's exactly what I want to see from him. I want to see him be that powerhouse who comes on, can get his hands free, offload, break the line, make meters, exactly as he did last year.
I think it's fair to say, and listen, I'll have to go back and watch it, but I think we were pretty underwhelmed based on 2021. We didn't think we'd seen the best of Iggy. He'd been quiet, but last season showed exactly why we'd signed him, didn't it? He was making that impact off the bench every game, and we didn't get that drop in intensity when the likes of Alex Walmsley went off the field. And I think that's the biggest compliment you can give to Iggy.
Yeah, definitely. It's a different role when you start the game, and I think sometimes when he started it, you needed to get into that, which is no. I'm not disrespecting him, but it's just a fact that it is different. When he was coming off the bench and he was used to that role, which he obviously was more of the season than not, it was, as you say, he was just coming in and powering through. When he had to step up and start, though, he laid the platform for us. He absolutely laid the platform, and he will be looking at doing exactly the same this year.
I think he really stepped up in Alex's absence as well. As you said, when he had to start games, he had to change his game and be that forward. And I think he was absolutely tremendous, and combining it with a great offload as well.
And that's it. I always say about our props bringing something different to the table. I think all of our props do like an offload if they can, but there's different roles to be played in a pack, and a starting prop is different to an impact prop. Yeah, you've got to keep that intensity up, but you're coming up against people who are more tired bodies, especially with how we roll with our frontline props, playing them for 30, 35, even 40 minutes at times. Listen, he's one of them players who is a big crowd pleaser as well, isn't he? He's someone who will get bums off seats if he is marauding through a defensive line. And I think that's why we've signed him up to his new deal as well, because he's a massive part, literally as well as metaphorically. He's a massive part of our pack.
Yeah, obviously, Wello said the areas of the game he thinks we can improve on this year. It'd be a bit more expansive, and I'm sure he was saying one of the stats we were quite low down in is the offload. And that support play of where our tries come from, and that's something he really wants to focus on improving this year. So you can imagine some of our quicker players, the likes of T. Ritson, being on Iggy's shoulder, and getting the offload and making breaks. Now, when Iggy signed for the club in 2020, he signed a two-year deal with an option of a third, which the club triggered in June. But Wello obviously showed exactly what he thinks of Iggy by nailing him down to another couple of years on top when he took over the role, which extends his stay at the club until the end of 2025. And we really need that continuity in the forwards, especially if we're going to have a little bit of a turnover. It's good to know that you're nailing down like the likes of Iggy, Big Al for a couple more years, and you're going to have a set pack, because that's where other clubs are struggling at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. Well, to mention Warrington just quickly, Stefan Ratchford was on about them having 14 players out of contract. They didn't know where they were. That's what he put the bad performances last year down to. I didn't watch Warrington every week. I don't know how true that is, or if the style of rugby didn't suit him. But it probably does sit in the back of your mind that if we've got so many players who are out of contract, they're playing for a new one. And they might not be playing for one at the club they're at. They might be playing for one somewhere else. They might know they're not going to get one, and they're struggling to go out and find a club who's willing to take them on at the wage they want. So you're right, having that continuity is huge for a club. And it's knowing kind of which members of your squad to put on which length of deal is vital. But I think we get that right more than we get wrong.
Absolutely. Right, Kev. That's Iggy Paasi done and dusted. And we'll be back tomorrow for another episode of Red V TV. Catch you soon.